Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Karen O'Neill. I have the pleasure of being your hostess for the Monday Morning Miracle call, but it is really science. And I am so happy to welcome you all here. This is where we get together and we share our experiences. And sometimes they truly feel and seem like a miracle, but it is science backed. We love it. We love what's happening. I'm just going to start out by saying, I'm about 2 months away from being 73. And, if you're not using the patches, you might be a little scared of that number. I'm not scared, and I'm happy to embrace it. So please remember, we are not trying to take the place of your personal doctor. We do not claim to treat, diagnose, or cure anything. We just put this light technology on and let our bodies do all the work. And it is awesome. So we're going to get started. You don't need to hear me prattling on and on. Ted, come on in. Thanks for having your hand up. I can't hear you. Don't forget to unmute, Ted.
Sorry about that. Oh, yeah. So good morning, everyone. I have a great success story. I had a longtime friend from Michigan, who was a truck driver, lives in Texas now. And anyway, so you can imagine being a full-time truck driver, the pains and aches you get all over. And oddly enough, he's probably one of my lighter cases. But anyway, so he's had been a truck driver for many years, and he's got all kinds of back aches and trouble sleeping. And so I patched him up over the phone. I sent him some samples, and then I patched him up over the phone, and we used Ice Wave and X39. We used the whole kit and caboodle. We used Eon and Carnosine. Anyway, so he's able to sleep just like he's a 20-year-old all over again. And he's able to sleep on his back, which he's not been able to do for years. And his pain's gone.
Wow.
So he's feeling great. He said to me, "What is in these little things that you sent me?" I was like, "You'd be surprised." I mean, it's just, well, I
am so sorry. I went crazy. So he wanted to know what was in them?
Yeah, it's just, he was teasing me. He was like, "Look, what, are you sending me some kind of slick oil or something?" I don't know what he said, but he was teasing me. But I said, it's just science. It's just your body healing itself. Well, not healing, but it's treating itself, recovering. He just hasn't felt that great in years.
So has he said anything about how much safer he feels on the road now? Because I'm thinking that might be a thing.
No, that's a good point. I did not bring that up to him. I'll be sure to ask him today.
Because number one, even if he's sleeping better, that's going to make him safer on the road. Hooray for the truck drivers. They do so much good for us, and we do want them safe.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you, Ted. That was wonderful. Hey,
Thank
Linda,
you.
And then Diana.
Hi, how you doing? Hi, everybody. This is my first time speaking on a call, I think.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I've been using the patches a little over 3 weeks, and I've been having vivid dreams. Oh, my goodness. I mean, I should keep a journal. It's like, whoa. But I had, oddly, I had some trouble with my air conditioning last week, and I live in Las Vegas. You can imagine that's a challenge. So my AC guy came right away that day, and I got him to sit down and watch the 3-minute video with me. And
I love it.
I patched him up before he left, and now we're just trying to find the right time to get him his own set so he can get going on that.
Good. What has he noticed? Did he tell you?
He said, well, I was just about to text him the very next day, and he already texted me, and he goes, I want these patches. He said he noticed that he slept through the night. And I think for a lot of people, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. I agree.
Same
Awesome.
thing. The first couple of nights I slept straight through, and that's rare. So
that's awesome. And make sure he fills out that little health tracker, because that will make him very aware. That's awesome. Congratulations. And thank you for coming in and speaking for the first time.
This is such a great way to start the week. I love it.
Isn't it a wonderful way? Hey, and the rest of you, Diana's going to come on in a second, but make sure you put your hand up, get your story ready. We want to hear them. If you've told it before, you can still tell it again. People forget, and repetition really helps. So come on in, Diana. Don't forget to unmute.
Okay, here I am. So we've been on the patches since April, and I'm a distributor and I haven't signed up anybody yet, but I'm still learning. Sometimes people get slow. Anyway, so my husband had diabetes problems and stuff like that with his feet. So we figured that out, and oh, he's just so much happier. So we're to place him and stuff like that, and it's so much happier. And then we were talking to Nancy Smith. I'm not sure if she's on the call or not. Anyway, so she called me, and
Diana, before you go on, I want to hear this, but this is my bad. I forgot to mention at the beginning, please do not name any named diseases, just
Oh.
symptoms.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, that's fine. Okay, so and then my husband
Yeah,
has
go ahead. I'm
problems.
sorry. That was my fault. I forget.
That's okay. Can you hear me? Okay, yeah. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes, you're good.
then I had mentioned it, we were talking, you know, because I'm new to this. And so he had a rough time sleeping, and she had she had recommended the X39, and usually we've been putting it on our back and then on, you know, on our stomach, and a 49 and things like that. But we tried to put the X39 like but between your breasts, and we just took a chance to see if that works, because he had a rough time sleeping and he sleeps with a machine. And then about 2-3 weeks after that, we didn't notice anything. About 2 or 3 weeks, he'll get up to go to the restroom. Then when he comes back, I noticed he's not snoring. And I thought, wow. I said, you're not snoring at all. So I know you can place the patches wherever, but that was just an experiment that happened to us. And I wanted to share that.
And
So,
Diana, thank you, because that really brings up the point that use your intuition, try them in different places, because
Right.
sometimes it does have a little different effect. So thank you.
yeah,
Thanks.
thank you. All righty.
And then thanks. And I think we're going to go with Kat, then Revel, then Ria, but it doesn't look like it's Ria. Oh, it is. It is. It is.
Hi, everyone. My story won't take long, but bottom line is I moved to Florida 13 years ago, and I got this really horrible rash. It's in below my breast area, and I couldn't get rid of it. And I went to one dermatologist after another. They prescribed this and that and the other. I tried essential oils, and it's very painful. The breakouts are like pus-like, and they're itchy, they burn. It just drives me crazy. And so my grand mentor, I kind of see it as a sorority, you know, your mentor, grand. And she called into the radio show when they recommended that I use the Ice Wave and put it on my stomach 44, which is on my foot, and then another one, the tan one, on my spleen 9, which is kind of like in the inside of your right leg. And within 4 days, the rash went away.
Wow.
Now, it's not completely gone, and it never will, because I know it is a disease. But man, if it can stay manageable like that, I tried to post a picture of my before and after. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but it was a huge difference. And so that's, you know, and I don't even patch every day, maybe every other day or every 2 days, or if I feel like it's going to break out, I'll definitely patch right then and there. But 13 years done in 4 days.
Wow. Woohoo. That calls for fireworks, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
that is wonderful. Would you,
So that's my story.
I love
Kat?
it.
Kat, would you be willing to put where you place the patches in the chat?
Thank you. I was going to ask that too.
Yeah, I wish I could post pictures in here, because I actually, oh, well, I don't know. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's my before and then my after. And that's just after 4 days. So,
Karen, Karen, this
Yes.
is Michelle. I'd like to speak up real quick before she goes
Okay.
away. Kat, if you would please post this in our Vibrant Living Facebook page, as well as our Live Younger Facebook group, because anyone who's not on this chat is going to miss this. And also we want it for reference. This is an amazing testimonial.
I'll tell you. Vibrant Living, what is it?
Okay, Ravel, who's really good at it. Ravel, would you put it in the chat? I'm not in a place to
Oh, okay.
be able to do that. Maybe we can put the Facebook link in the chat. Kat, if you're not a member of Live Younger Facebook and Vibrant Living, you can speak with your sponsor and get into those groups.
I am on the Facebook, the Vibrant Living, I'm not. So,
Okay.
and I could actually post pictures of where the stomach 44 is. It's just on your left foot, right in between your big toe and your second toe, right down, right below that. That's my stomach 44. And then the spleen 9, if you take your right hand and put your finger up on your ankle and just drive it up, you'll feel this like cushy spot right around your knee. And that's where your spleen 9 is. And that's where I put that patch, the tan patch. So white was on the foot and tan was on the spleen 9, but I can definitely post that there. And I'll also post it there, but, and honestly, that's in addition to everything else that's healed on me. But that was a big one.
That's awesome. And did you do your left leg or your right leg?
My right leg.
Okay, thank you. Awesome.
Hey,
Thank you.
Kat, this is Helen Peak. Just a quick note and for everybody. On Vibrant Living, we cannot name the patches that we use. Okay?
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Helen. Yeah, that would just be on Live Younger. Perfect.
So Live,
those pictures,
all right,
Younger,
Live Younger, I can post.
yes, the
Okay.
names of the patches. Yes,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
in
Val.
Vibrant Living, you can say, you can call it the light energy patch, but you don't want to say, so you can, it's okay to do something like that.
Thanks, Gregory. Oh, we're all learning today, or being reminded. Awesome. Ravel, come on in.
Oh, thank you. You're doing a great job as usual. It's so nice, Karen. I
Thank
believe
you.
Susan Elizabeth, you probably don't see her name. She
Oh,
was
she's
before
coming
me.
on, isn't she?
Do you want me to go before you, Susan? I'll go really quickly. Just in the past week and a half, I heard 4 testimonials about a deeper, sounder sleep, including one woman that has had sleep problems for over 12 years. And I just got that text this morning. So it just reminds you that we're on the right path to let people know about this amazing light energy technology, as Gregory put it. And thank you to the Mascaris for making this forum available every Monday morning. We just love our Live Younger community. And just one quick testimonials from someone in the Midwest who wanted to remain anonymous. One of their patients had pain in his knee. She did muscle testing and put the patches, one on each knee, tan on one knee and the white on the other knee. And he said not only did his pain go down to 0, but a lump near his knee disappeared, and he just couldn't believe it. So she said he came into the office hobbling and walked out happily with his eyes bulging out, muttering that he knows 14 people that needs to use this.
Wow, isn't that wonderful? And it's so fun to see people get better and get so excited about it. Yeah, thank you so much. And then we have, let's see, Rhea, you're next. And then I don't know where Susan went. I lost her again.
Well,
She must
Susan Elizabeth, I mistakenly lowered her hand by accident, but she's on the screen. So
right after Rhea. Thank
Susan,
you.
Susan Elizabeth's already on the screen. Why doesn't she just go now and then do Rhea after that? And
Okay.
just unmute yourself, Susan. There you go.
Hey, good morning. I know as I sit here covering up my hat head with the brain hat, I wanted to say good morning. And by the way, I happen to know Kat, the grand mentor. I know that person. When you have a difficult thing like a rash, that was staffed on the radio show that Dr. Can and Dr. Dennis Lobstein do the first Monday of every month. So that was where that solution came from for Kat, just to give credit where credit is due. That was a Dr. Lobstein, Dr. Can. Anyway, I am calling in about my cousin Red. He has had a neurological condition that has resulted in him not being able to walk. So he's been confined to an easy chair and a wheelchair. And within 4 days and 5 hours, but who was counting, on the X39 worn at the belly point to really work on that lower body, and the Eon worn at the C7 at the back of the neck, he reported to me this Saturday that his, and he also has a condition of blood sugar that's very severe. So the burning and the pain in his legs from that condition had reduced 50%. He had a headache, a very severe headache, and he described that now as just being a very dull ache that was just isolating into the temple area and appears to be going away. He also said that, I'm looking at my notes here because there were 4 things. Oh, he hasn't taken Tylenol 1 day since he started the patches, which was last Tuesday. I found that rather incredible. And then the last thing that he did, he demonstrated while we were there. He said, I have not been able to lift my head off my easy chair because when I go to pull it forward, even 1 or 2 inches, the pain is excruciating. And just like a little kid, you know, doing the right math problem at school, he goes, watch. And he leans forward in his chair, like about 4 or 5 inches. And he goes, look, no pain, right? Like the kid riding the bicycle, look, mom, no hands. And everybody was just clapping and so joyful that 4 days, 5 hours into 2 of our patches, he's getting remarkable results. So thank you, LifeWave.
And Susan Elizabeth, your joy is obvious. So thank you for coming in and sharing. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's such a good feeling when we know we've helped, and health and pain and all of that stuff is so important. So thank you. You guys are doing a great. Rhea, unmute and come on in.
Oh, good morning. I am not an early morning person. That's why I don't have my hair on. Just here, I'll show you. That more like me?
Either way, you're gorgeous.
Anyway, what happened was I just turned 80 last month. Through the years, I started out at my highest height. I was 5'2½". The last time I was measured, I was 5'1¼ . Well, when we first started the X49, I put a mark on the door where I was. And then I just thought about it a couple of days ago, and I did another mark. I've grown about 1 inch.
Oh my God.
That is so awesome. That
So
is awesome.
I know whatever back pain I'm having right now is growing pains.
I love it. I mean, where else can you have growing pains at 80? I love it.
And my cognitive powers have returned. I thought I was in early stages Alzheimer's, and I'm not.
Hallelujah. That's awesome.
That's my little story for today. Oh, and my scalp problem is from, I had a thing with the follicles, and it destroyed my hair roots here on top. So I just shaved the rest of it. So that's the other part. I don't expect miracles on that. And who cares? I can change my hairdo whenever I want.
There you go. You don't have to fight a bunch of puffy hair to get it on, right?
That's
Just
right.
make sure when you're measuring your height, you always do it with or without that wig.
Yeah. I didn't use the wig when I did that. No, at all.
Awesome. I'm glad we got that all cleared up.
Okay. Thank you
I
very
love
much.
it.
And thank you
Thank
to all of
you.
you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for bringing that
Love
joy to us.
patches.
All of you so far, you brought such joy to us. Okay, so Jerry and then Heidi. And Heidi, I've been having fun watching you express your joy. So go ahead, Jerry. You're on.
Good morning. Thank you so much. I wanted to tell about one of my distributors' success with the patches. He wasn't sure what's going on, and his wife has been disabled probably 15 years. She has COPD. She's on oxygen 24/7. She has a problem with her legs where they're real swollen. It's called lymphedema or something like that. But anyways, he was talking to me, and she has been on oxycodone 6 pills a day for 12 years. And the doctor said, well, you're going to be in pain the rest of your life. Well, in July, they started X39 and IceWave on her. Last month, she told her doctor to reduce the prescriptions because she only wanted to do 3 a day. Last week, she has not taken 1 pain pill at all, coming down all that oxycodone. And she also, her hairstylist told her that her hair was filling in now and the scars are fading away. So her husband says, I'm all in, and he is so happy.
Oh, that is beautiful. Woohoo.
Thank
I
you.
love it. One more happy Monday morning miracle call, but it's really science. Thank you, Jerry. Okay, Heidi, then Dr. Tom, and then it looks like Shelana. You'll have to tell me when you come on. So go ahead, Heidi. Thank you, everybody. You're doing great.
Good morning from Pocatello, Idaho. I made it home safely on Wednesday. I have a reverse testimonial, and I'm not sure how I'm going to say this without stating all of those terrible diagnoses, but I'm pretty sure I can say head cold, right?
I guess so.
Okay, all right. So while we were at convention in Orlando, shortly after a presentation that David Schmidt, our founder, presented with a daily routine of certain things, he had thrown out something about soda pop drinkers. And I can't remember what part of it was, but one of my preferred customers is a soda drinker. And I thought that they'd given up their daily Sprite that they drank on a daily basis. And so because I was asking him, I said, you're on your 3rd week now. And this was while I was at conference, like the same day that the soda pop was mentioned. And I said, you know what? I'm about ready to cancel your subscription because you said that you wanted to make sure that you felt something in the first 30 days. And I says, and you've not heard anything. And I said, so why don't we just go ahead and cancel it? And I said, and I'll just go ahead and buy the rest of your 30-day supply of your X39 and X49. Because I just remembered that I forgot to ask you if you started on the product after quitting soda. And he goes, Heidi, I still drink 3 a day. He says, I just told you I drank 1 on that specific day. And I said, okay, go ahead and I'll just buy them from you. So that was, I think, Friday afternoon. By Monday, I didn't talk to him because I was borrowing his tent as I was, traveling across the country. I got to his house on Wednesday and I said, you sound horrible. I go, what happened? He goes, I stopped wearing the patches on the day you told me to. And I got sick the next day and I've been horrible ever since. I literally peeled off my X39 patch off of my back, put it on the back of him. And I said, you're going to sleep well tonight. And I go, open up that package. I go, I'm not buying them back from you. I said, guess what happens when you stop wearing them? You got a cold, didn't you? So that's my testimonial for the day. A simple cold.
That's interesting. Thank you, Heidi. That's fun. Okay, I think we're with Dr. Tom now. Thank you, Dr. Tom.
Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I one of my favorite lines from the convention was the patches do almost everything except speak, right? And I like telling people they actually have to be on your body to work. 2 quick testimonials. One is just a personal thank you, and I'm still vibing high from convention. And this is just such an amazing call. I love this. We got almost 100 people on the call. And I am in the power of community. I'm on vacation here at the Atlantic Shore, Hilton Head, and I went to put on the resort's banner wristband. And I just couldn't take off the green.
Aw.
Is anybody else still wearing the Unlimited Hugs green? I just love it. That's my personal testimony. It's the power of community. And I wanted to share a patch testimony because I'm here for a family reunion. And Rhea just really inspired me with her extra inch. My mother is experiencing the same thing, having been on patches now about a year and a half, but she's facing, we've been keeping her at the edge of having a hip replacement. So little by little, and I can't always see her and monitor her and help her, but night before last, my sister and I wanted to take her down to the beach and walk on the beach, and she could barely walk, she could barely move. She was literally in agony. And we had a little ice wave party. I asked her where she put the ice wave normally. She told me. I said, let's experiment with a couple of different things. We put the ice wave tan patch right at the point of the high pain and did a couple of different placements, one down the groin, one on her buttock, and one a little higher up on the rib cage, just to see which place would radiate with the most energy. And she was so blissful at the placement that worked, and almost in tears. I shouldn't say almost. She was in tears, and it was beautiful. And then she was able to walk through. So I let that be for about 10 or 15 minutes just to see what that was like. And then I've been playing with the triangulation dynamics too. So then I put an Eon under her belly button, waited to see what that would do for 10 or 15 minutes. And then we put an SP6 right at the base of the spine as well. And like I said, her body, has known the patch dynamics for a year plus, but she was just loving life that evening, and she slept great. And the next morning she was actually willing and able to walk through me taking her through some very simple yoga poses. And we've been on the beach, and I apologize for my beach hair. So this is from my swim this morning.
Awesome.
Good to be in community. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day.
Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Love it. This is so much fun. Okay, Shell-Ann, you tell me how to pronounce that, would you? Is it
Okay. This is Shellyana. Yeah.
Shell-Ann? I like that.
Okay. So I am going to give a testimony on behalf of my sister about the product I love a lot, Eon. I sent her samples some time ago, and on Thursday her husband was taking a nap, and he rolled over and fell on the floor and hit his head and was unconscious and fractured things we don't even know about totally yet. And she had to convince him to go to get an ambulance out in the country and all of this. So she did call me, and I said, go find the patches and patch. And she just put on one Eon, and she called me later when she gave me an update and said, thank you, thank you, thank you. She said, I just kept tapping that patch and appreciating it. And I was able to do everything I needed to do and make decisions. And I had her put it below her throat and in the front of her body. So that was my testimony for today.
Awesome. That's fabulous. Thanks, Shell-Ann. I'm glad you told me how to pronounce it. That's way better than the way I was butchering.
I know. I like it better too.
A lot better. Thank you. And now we have Sun Shower and then Kate.
Hi, you guys. I wish I had a testimony today. Actually, mine is a question. I got home from convention like 12:30 in the morning, Monday, last Monday, right? And that day, I just fell ill. And for 5 days, 6 days now, I haven't even been able to spell my name. I've been asleep most of the time and with all kinds of symptoms. Doctors here, please help me. I am still right now quite nauseous and woozy. I've had, the intestinal thing and a heavy cough. Any ideas?
Throw that out there to the community.
sun shower, feel free to call me. I'll put my cell in the text. We can talk.
Thank you so much, doctor.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, it probably needs more info,
Something
right?
out for you, sun shower, this is Gregory. Chlorine dioxide is working well for people that are having various symptoms, non-virus symptoms. I think the chlorine dioxide, is a complement to ivermectin if you had the virus. I'm a firm believer in the use of ivermectin. I take a preventative dose every week, and knock on wood, I haven't had the virus yet, and I'm not going to. But
Well, I
chlorine
did.
dioxide is a wonderful, so I'm sure you'll be able to get it in local health food store.
So that's different than ivermectin, which I've already taken.
Yes, it is very different than ivermectin, totally different. And Dr. Tom can maybe talk to you about it.
Will do. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Awesome. I do love this community. Thank you. Okay, Kate, come on in.
Good morning, everybody. A few weeks ago, I noticed in the dark from the reading light, my arm looked like crepe paper. It was horrifying. It was shocking, and it scared the heck out of me. And then I got my shipment of X49, X39, and I've been using them, and that is reversing so fast. So from crepe paper to smooth skin in just record time. I just want you guys to know, anybody that you see with crepe paper arms, get them on the patches.
Yeah, and everybody wants those to go away. So thank you, Kate. That's wonderful. And we're going to stop taking testimonies and questions right now because we're at the bottom of the hour plus, and we definitely need to turn this over to Gregory for tonight, talk about tonight's call. So guys, everybody, thank you for being here. You're wonderful. It's just such a beautiful day and such a beautiful time when we can share these.
Well, Karen, fabulous job as
There's Robin.
always.
Thank you.
And wonderful stories today. Oh my gosh, this is such a gift for all of you to share. And like Michelle mentioned, putting them on Vibrant Living will give you an opportunity to receive a prize if you win. But your stories really, really make a difference to help us and inspire us to share with other people. So thank you, everyone. So tonight, we're going to continue. We have some more directors to acknowledge, and we're going to be talking Aruba big time. We want to make sure everyone has your own game plan that wants to go, that you know what to do. We know several of you are like Darlene, her face just popped up. She's going for it. So there's lots of ways to get points, and we want to make sure everyone is really clear. And if you're going for it, we want to make sure you've got a good plan that'll get you there. So anything else?
No, I think that's it. Just excited to be back, and a new week, and the last Monday in August. Oh my, how fast!
How did
things are
that
going.
happen? Oh my gosh.
But what a great call, as Robin said. It's just so wonderful to see you all and hear all these wonderful heart-rending stories. And, thanks everyone for sharing. And so that pretty much brings our call to a wrap. If you want to unmute yourself and say, have your farewells, we'll talk with you on the call tonight. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all for now.
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
Be happy.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
For your time.
A wonderful week.
Great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for
Wonderful
inviting
call.
me.
Thank you.
Love you
Thanks.
all.
Love you all.
Aruba's on my 100 list on my vision board. Woohoo!
Aruba. All right. Bye, everyone.
Drink water.